Imagine you are on a date with one of the most beautiful girls you have ever laid eyes on. But there is a problem. You have reached a point where there is no conversation left. What do you ask them? Well, I'll give you a second to think. And take your time. And that question is beaches or mountains? Now we have all heard this question and we have all asked the same question. But these questions tells you more about the personality of the person than the actual places they want to visit because if you choose mountains you are adventurous, if you choose beaches you want that warm relaxing feel. So my answer to this will be none. I don't like mountains nor beaches. I mean, I like them, but there is a better answer to this, and that is the meadows. Nobody ever chooses meadows. Not movies, not travel influencers, not nothing. But meadows are one of the most beautiful places you can visit. It is always about beaches or mountains as if there are only two places on the earth you can visit. Let me tell you a personal story. When I was in class 7th, I loved a poem that was Meadow Surprises. So the poem goes like, meadows have surprises, you can find them if you look. Walk softly through the velvet grass and listen by the brook. You may see a butterfly rest upon a buttercup and unfold its drinking straws to sip the nectar up. You may scare a rabbit who is sitting very still, though at first you may not see him, when he hops, you will. A dandelion whose fuzzy head was golden days ago has turned into an airy parachutes that flutter when you blow. Explore the meadow houses, the burrows in the ground, the nest beneath the tall grass, and the ant's amazing mount. Oh, meadows have surprises and many things to tell. You may discover these yourself if you look and listen well. I would have wrote this if I was Lewis Brand Phillips who actually wrote this, but this is one of the things that actually pulled me into listening and understanding more about cinema. And by this poem, I just want you to tell that in our textbook there is so much to explore. There is always this one quote that says that you should learn from other people's perspective, and that's in this poem. And the question, mountains or beaches, is all about human nature, because in one way or another every human being is connected with one thing, and that is peace. We all spend our lives chasing for things that make us happy: money, status, relationship, power, and whatnot, success maybe. But at the core of it, at the core of every dream you have, one way or another, there is always one goal, and that is peace. But if you look at today's human, every human wants something new, something that makes them restless, maybe a new exam, maybe a new job, new course, something new, new ambition, new goal. But we all know that that thing is the way to achieving external and morally important, the end goal of peace, which is living in the outskirts of somewhere. So, at the end of human nature, we all are the same. We all want to get away from all this hustle and bustle and settle somewhere far off. When you put a person alone in the meadows and he has a house at the top of that plateau he has that little house, and at that little house he has maybe a family, or maybe he does not, but he has that beautiful meadows stretching across miles. That's all he wants. He wants nothing else. Maybe that is why I love meadows. Not because they are beautiful, I mean they are, but it forces you to face one person that you avoid every day: yourself, alone with your thoughts. And that can only be achieved in meadows, because in beaches you want to go to the ocean, you want to enjoy. In mountains you want to see the scenic view, you want to go up and down, you want to hike. But in meadows it is a calm and relaxed state of mind. You don't have to do anything, you just have to not do anything. So if next time someone asks you beaches or mountains, maybe don't think about the location, because your answer might tell them more about the type of person you are than you think. I would choose mountains, by the way. Actually, I don't think I've been to a proper meadow.